वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Hello, friends. Welcome to Season 3 of Sikh History Sakhi podcast. As always, I am Harpreet Kaur, your host. In the last episode, we discussed how Bhai Saavan Mal ji was arrested for a crime that he was completely unaware of. But, dear friends, Almighty always has His own plans. And this arrest was just the beginning of divine intervention. Now, while Bhai Savan Malji was in custody of Raja Hari Chand, a tragedy struck the royal palace. The king's only son fell seriously ill. The illness was growing with each passing moment, leaving the royal family desperate and helpless. Panic spread across the kingdom. The best traditional healers, that is, Veds, were rushed to King's palace from across the kingdom. These practitioners tried all of their remedies, but nothing could ease the child's suffering. As mentioned in Siri Suraj Prakash, जह कह हाहाकार पा ऊंची धुन टेरें नृप्त महा व्याकुल पर्य मंत्री बिल खावे आपस में को तीर दे एक सम दुख पावे meaning a wave of sorrow spread across the land, heavier than anyone had felt before. The kingdom that once echoed with laughter and songs now sank into silence and tears. Priests chanted, people prayed, yet nothing seemed to ease the suffering. Raja Hari Chand's son was not just a prince, he was the heart of the kingdom. Adored by all, he was known for his kindness and generosity. He was the light that promised a bright future as the next king. The king and queen, once the pillars of strength, stood helpless near their son. The news of the prince being sick reached Bhai Savan Mal as well, and with unshaken faith, he said, my Guru is the giver of life, the remover of sorrow. He can take away all the pain. Now, one of the guards heard this and, touched by his words in honor of helplessness, with the love they carried for their prince, the guards told this to the king. Friends, some writers tell us that a spy got Bhai Savan Malji captured, while others claim that he was never captured and the king himself called Bhai Savan Malji in desperation. But what we know for sure is that the moment Bhai Savan Mal heard of the sick prince, he mentioned the power of his guru. Upon hearing this, the king then immediately sent for Bhai Savan Malji to be brought with honor before the sick prince, who was on his deathbed. Then Raja Harichand stood before him, broken and helpless. He bowed and cried while saying, I ask for nothing but my son's life. Grant me this, and I am forever yours. Bhai Savan Malji then said, as mentioned in Siri Suraj Prakash, सावण मल ने कहे तब ले मृतक सो आवो पीर हटावो सकल ही कर शांत बिठावो वाहिगुरु सिमरन करो, न रोंदन कीजै, सतगुर पर विश्वास तर, और सब हर खींचे. Meaning, do not worry. Let me go to your son. Ask the healers and other people to step outside. Tell everyone to stop crying and do Simran. Moreover, have faith in Satguru. Then Bhai Saavan Mal stood before the sick prince and recited Japji Sahib with deep devotion. He did heartfelt ardas. Then, taking out a simple handkerchief, friends, this is the same handkerchief given to him by Guru Amar Das Ji. Bhai Saavan Mal softly wiped the child's face and silently prayed, Sache Padshah, you alone are the giver and taker of life. Please bless this child with health and bring peace back to this grieving kingdom. My dear friends, just like the first light after a storm, the young boy moved. His breathing eased, color returned to his cheeks, and he opened his eyes. The illness had vanished. Such is the power of Almighty, the power of faith and hope. However, friends, Gurbani always reminds us that showing miracles is forbidden, for faith should never rest on display. Yet, the power of Almighty is beyond all limits. He alone blesses, saves, and protects those he chooses to keep in his embrace. Even though it was through Guruji's blessed handkerchief that the child's life was restored, however, not as a miracle, but as the grace of Waheguru, the true giver of life. The handkerchief was only a medium. The healing came from the one who dwells in every heart. Thus, Gurbani says the greatest miracle is not magic or wonders, but for the mind to abide in Naam, in wisdom, in virtues, in truth, and Hukam. That is the real miracle. As mentioned in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji on Ang 678. जिनके जीत तिनय ही फेरे आपे प्यास सहाय अचर्ज किया करने हारे नानक सच वडियाई. Meaning, all beings belong to him. He himself transforms them and he himself becomes their help and support. The Almighty has worked a wondrous miracle. He is the greatest of all. Now, the king and queen became overjoyed, hugged their son, tears streaming down their faces, unable to believe the miracle before their eyes. The kingdom that had been drowned in silence now echoed with joy. Word spread through Haripur that the prince lives. Raja Hari Chand bowed to Bhai Saavan Mal and honored him. He even made special arrangements for him, which included a royal palanquin, gold seating, variety of food, and more for him. Days passed, and soon the Raja, listening to divine discourses, was becoming a Sikh along with people in his kingdom. Everyone was very respectful of Bhai Saavan Mal. Then one day, Bhai Saavan Mal told the king, as mentioned in Sri Suraj Prakash, दृढ़ कर बीच डारिये नीर तरन हार नर संग सिधावे सने सने तर पाए बहीर. गोइंदवाल नगर तट ऊपर, तहाँ जाए सगरो निकसाए. Meaning, I have come here from a huge town to humbly request wooden materials for the construction of houses. It is called Goindwal and is being built. However, we are lacking wood for houses. Overwhelmed with honor, Raja Hari Chand immediately made arrangements and, true to his word, within days, wooden logs floated down the river, reaching the Sangat who had long awaited this blessing. Guru Amar Das ji himself supervised the distribution, ensuring each home and every family received what they needed, and any extra was distributed for Sangat's use. Though his work was done, Bhai Saavan Mal ji chose to stay back. Actually, he had begun to enjoy the honor, admiration, and praise of the people. Over time, he forgot the true source of healing. The king himself had bowed at his feet, declaring that Pai Savarmal brought joy back into this kingdom. And soon the people too believed he held divine powers. In their eyes, he was the savior, and slowly Pai Savarmal too began to believe it. Friends, he forgot that it was not his hand, but Guruji's grace that had saved the prince. Did you notice? Bhai Savan ji did not mention Guru Amar Das ji at all. Tune in next Tuesday to know how Bhai Savan goes through a test of ego. I hope this brings some peace to your hearts. Thank you.